Right, so dividing by decimals, we've already discussed that we could have done this a little easy way, but we're using an algorithm. 2.4 divided by 8. As we said, pop your decimal point in the correct spot so you don't forget it at the end. 8 into 2 doesn't go. We've got 0. So this becomes 24. We can rewrite our little remainder 2 as 24 if we'd like. And 8 into 24 goes 3 times. So we got the same answer using the algorithm as we did with our little trick of estimating or of sort of moving our decimal point around. So our algorithm will always work. This one's a little more tricky. Definitely don't want to get into doing this in our heads. So we set up the algorithm. 35.756 divided by 4. So, little trick so that we get things correct. Put in the decimal point first because we might forget it later. 4 into 3? 0. Now, we're still before the decimal point, so do I actually even need to put the 0? No, I can just go 4 into 35. 8. Excellent. 8 times 4 is what? 32. So 32 take it from 35. What remainder have I got?
3.
And I put my remainder in there. 4 into 37.
12 times.
Sorry?
12 times.
12 times?
No.
9. Much better. So 9 times 4 was 36. So out of 37, what's my remainder?
1.
Good. 4 into 15?
3.
3 times, because 3 times 4 is
12.
12. So how many remainder?
3.
Oh, and this is useful because 4 into 36 is 9. No remainder. Now, if there was a remainder on this one and we've run out of digits, what could I keep putting down?
0.
Zeros until I got bored or found something that finishes. So that's how we divide. Exactly the same as we normally would, just remembering our decimal point. Now the only thing that sometimes gets a little bit trickier is dividing by a decimal. See, here I was dividing by a whole number. Let's try this one. This is dividing by a decimal, and that's too hard. But we're going to learn a trick that makes it easier. Now I'm actually just going to do an extra little question down here that's got nothing to do with that question. If I did 6 divided by 2, big challenge, what would I get? 3. Yeah. I'm just going to times both of these by 10. 60 divided by 20, what would I get?
30.
Oh, I tricked you. What would I get?
3.
20 goes into 60 3 times. Here's a guess. 600 divided by 200.
3.
What do you notice?
They're all
Always get the same answer, even though I times both parts by 10. So I'm going to use that to make this question much easier. What would I have to times this by to get it to be a whole number? 100. What's my trick for timesing by 100?
Go to the right.
2 spots to the right. So this is going to be divided by 3. And what do I have to do on this side?
Use this one.
Move this 2 spots as well. My new question, 6,413.7 divided by 3. And because I multiplied both parts by 100 to get this to be a whole number, it's going to give me the same answer. But it's much easier now. Now you don't need to get the first one to be a whole number, because I know I can do a decimal divided by a whole number. Just got to get that second one that I'm dividing by to be a whole number. So now I use the algorithm. 6,413.7 divided by 3. 3 into 6.
2.
Thank you. 3 into 4.
1 measure.
1 with 1 remainder. Should hear more voices than just one person.
Sorry, miss.
3 into 11. 3 times
2 remainder.
2 remainder. 3 into 23. 7. What remainder? 2 and 3 into 27.
9.
What have I forgotten?
The decimal place.
Decimal point. Remember, there's difference between decimal point and decimal places. Decimal places are our places here. Decimal point is just the point. So we got our answer, and if we were really unsure, we could grab a calculator and double check that we did it correctly, because we used this funny little trick.